Hello Aquarius, welcome to your reading for April. So I'm going to be doing a Celtic crossbred reading. I'm going to be doing an oracle reading for you. Doing the using the magical messages from your fairies. So I'll be doing an oracle reading first. Then I'm going to do a Celtic crossbred using the Oceanic tarot, which I will then clarify using the Kipper deck. Please keep in mind when this deck comes out that you enter at your own risk, because this deck here can and is, a little trippy. So whatever question you have, I will answer that for you at the end of the reading with the Angel Answers deck. Please keep in mind all the decks have already been shuffled except for the Angel Answers deck. And I do that at the end to tap into your energy. I just feel like it's a little bit more tapped in doing it that way. So just so you know, please feel free to, subscribe to my channel. If the video resonates, give it a thumbs up. I would say that I have posted a reading to the channel called the Blessed Bee Oracle reading, and I use the Halloween Oracle to clarify that reading. So that's what I do over on my Facebook page, if you would like to follow me over there, so you know what readings you can find over there. Hopefully the lighting will work with us here, and I'm going to try and speak fast so that we can get through this, and because I'm not exactly sure how much time I have left on the daylight. So alright, so in the month of April, you either have a birthday, or someone else has a birthday, or this for you. Now, if this is someone that has a birthday, then, this is them front and center here at the reading, okay? Now, in the month of April. Now, if you were going to a birthday party for someone, then this is it right here in the center. Now, you had a birthday, Aquarius, back in January, February. So this could be related to the birthday that you had, okay? Something significant around your birthday holds something special here in this reading. Now, you are challenged by this new home, which moving is a step in the right direction for you. Now, if you are in a situation where you're like, well, I'm definitely not moving, then that doesn't necessarily mean that you are going to physically move to a new location. But for some of you, it is. So for some of you, you have been feeling the call to move or to relocate, but you haven't. Now, in the base, the root of this reading, the reason why this is all going down is around children. Your connection with children is a part of your life's purpose. Now, either you have children or you are, surrounded by children. And it could have been that, something happened around your birthday that involved, some children or kids or whatever, that either made you get up and start moving and getting active, because like this new home, your body could be your home, could be your vessel, if you are the one saying that you are not physically going to move. So, you'll have to take this for how it resonates for you. If it does not resonate, then don't take it. And then when I say, children or your birthday or this new home, plug that into your scenario. Because this is a general collective reading. But what I am picking up here is that in some instant there was a birthday party or something where something happened that was around like a bunch of kids. It could have been something as simple as the children were playing and you felt like playing, so you got up and started playing with them. That helped you get up and move around and be a little bit more vibrant and a little bit more active, and maybe that could have done something to your body as well. Maybe it made your body feel really good. Maybe you were like, you know what, I could start doing something like this every day and it would help my inner child, whichever, okay? So if you weren't actually playing around with children, it could be your inner child, and that's what this card is here speaking of, okay? So in the past, the beginning of April and the past, going into the past 3 weeks, past 3 months, whom do you need to forgive? As you release old anger or resentment, you will find that your wishes come true. So I will say this, if something happened in the past for you that required you to, practice forgiveness, or maybe say that the Hawaiian prayer, or you knew that you needed to release, and maybe you did some ritual or spoke it out to the universe that you wanted to forgive, or that you release and you forget, whatever. So that could be the thing that helped some type of healing take place in your inner child, okay? And it could be that maybe you have been feeling good and you've wanted to celebrate, you've wanted to get out and do things and be more social. So it's like, you could be like wanting to go, but then, if this is the case where it's like, you're not moving, then you're challenged by your body not moving. And it's like, you could be, because I'm like this, oh, I want to do that, I'm going to do that. And then it's like 5 minutes before, you talk yourself out of it. Nah, I'm good, I'll wait, or I'll do this tomorrow instead. And then the next day, it's the same situation until you just, stop saying it altogether. So I am going to say the middle of April, we have here, the answer you're looking for can be found during a vacation, a retreat, or holiday getaway. Easter is coming up. Spring break is, amongst us. So you could be feeling like a special, person because of like either this forgiveness thing that went down or because of your birthday in the past. Maybe you had a birthday in January, but you were given like a getaway birthday thing, but it wasn't going to be here until, you weren't going to be able to go on it until April. So maybe now, this month, you were actually going after and going to go do this, this birthday, holiday, special event thing that you received in January. So at the end of the month, we have ask for what you want. Let the universe and other people know what you need. So it's almost like during this axis right here, okay, during this holiday, whether that's Easter or you're going on spring break or something, this spring break, this holiday, whatever, it's going to trigger something in you to where it's like, oh, and here come my chickens, just so you know. It's going to trigger something in you that I think that either is going to make you feel like you were 4 or 5 again, or 8 or 9, or maybe 12 or 14. It's going to make you feel like, and I feel like recall, or maybe it takes you back to some time in your life where you had a birthday and how you felt in that time period. Like, for example, let's say you're going on this holiday here, this trip, and if you're going by yourself or with other people, there's going to be something significant in it where it's like you sit down and it's like, this makes me, I remember the time I was 9, I had my birthday party, and my mom and my friends and my siblings and cousins and all family were there, but my dad wasn't there. And that was sad. So it's like, that stirs up something that affected you when you were a child. Now, it could be the opposite of that, but I feel like that's somewhat of the scenario. So plug in the scenario. It's something like that, okay? Because it's got to do with this forgiveness thing, which can stem from childhood issues and childhood trauma. So there are going to be some type of, reflection or a memory, childhood issue, childhood wound, something that could surface for you in the month of April. So it's like you may acknowledge these things, and possibly you don't know how to forgive, or you don't know how to release them, or you don't know how to let go of them. So when that happens, it's like here you are when you come back from it, when you come back from this holiday, where you're like, okay, sit with yourself outside and really talk to yourself about these emotions you have and these feelings, and tell, your spirit guides or God or Jesus or your angels, your ascended masters, universe, whoever you speak to, let it know what it is that you need. And even though you don't even know how to do it, it knows how to do it. So it's like, give it over, allow them to do it for you so that you can make peace with this and move away from it. Okay, so you at this moment, there is something here, like you could very well possibly be pregnant this month. The birth of a child brings great blessings to you in the world. Now, if this is not you having a child, now, and this could very well be for the ones of you having a child, okay? If you're pregnant and you have kids, then, maybe it's around your current child's birthday that you discovered that you are pregnant. It could be, if you're not pregnant, then it's the same scenario that I was going with before, but it's like you have something in you that you're wanting to birth into reality, like either a side hustle or a small business or a career move or something, okay? This is the month that you really need to put action into bringing this thing into fruition, because it, some way, shape, or form, is going to bring great blessings to you and the world. Now, in your environment, we have practice, practice, practice. With daily practice, you can polish your skills and talents and increase your confidence. So you remember a few minutes ago when I said, we tell ourselves, oh, I'm going to do this, and then it's like the next day comes and you're like, I'll do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes and then you've talked yourself out of it. So that could very well be this. Like every day, you need to dedicate 5 or 10 minutes to doing whatever this is. Because with daily practice, and the more you do it, you will start to polish your skills and your talents and also increase your confidence. But also, too, feel like increase your abundance, because the more you do what you want and release old anger and resentments, the more you're going to find and be met with abundance. So in your hopes and fears, we have perfect timing. This is the right time for you to move forward. There's something here that you are a little intimidated or scared of about moving. Now, whether that's to a new location or a new side hustle, turning it into a business or some type of career move, there's something here you have fears around the timing. Or you're hoping that the timing's right, but maybe you're just not quite sure. So, I am going to touch base on the timing in just a minute. So, the end of the month, you somehow conquer whatever this is, okay? Because this situation calls for you to be your authentic self, which is the basis for your personal power. So, your confidence is going to be increasing this month, and that especially comes from releasing harsh judgments against people, releasing anger, kind of making peace with your past and letting that go, and being open, and then asking for what you want and watching it come in. That's going to give you this confidence and this rise in your own personal power, which is going to make you feel like you can conquer anything. Now, looking at the bottom of the deck, and as far as timing. So, we have spring, dietary change, and you got the power. We have 2, because we also have vegetarian, so 2 dietary change cards, and then we've got 2 power cards. that being yourself, and then you've got the power. So a new way of eating gives you more energy, greater health, clarity, and stronger manifestation abilities. So you need to focus on cleaning up the way you eat and how you eat. That dietary change is going to improve your life. Okay? So it will help you, give you the energy to, do whatever you've got to do here. And then we have spring, and you've got the power. Now, behind this vegetarian card is the winter card and the patience card. So maybe these things were something that you were trying to achieve or work on or put some type of effort and or action into back in the wintertime. November, December, January. Now, it could have been, maybe something didn't work out in those 3 months. And maybe that kind of, made you feel a little held down for a minute. So it kind of threw you off. It kind of made you feel like, well, maybe this isn't going to happen. Or maybe this isn't what I want. Like your fears crept in. And maybe that's why this perfect timing card's coming out over here. I will say this. The spring, your desires fully manifest as the flowers begin to bloom. And let me tell you, they're blooming. So you need to get your butt in gear and you need to get on this because you have the power. I mean, she's even right here. You got the power. Use your abilities to resolve this situation. You can do it. Being authentic and true to yourself and who you are is going to be the thing that helps you with your own personal power. So I would say that in this month, but you're going to achieve something on a level that by the time you leave April, you are going to feel more in charge, more powerful, more confident in your life and what you have going on for you. All right, so I do not take these cards in the reverse. So I have a few decks where we don't honor the reversals. This is one. Okay. Let me pull this down a little bit. I just want to kind of get these in here so you can see them. Okay. So this month, there's a lot of things up in the air for you. There's going to be a lot of things that are either down, up, left, or right. And I just did that the complete opposite as I was. So keep in mind, we also have Mercury retrograde this month. So maybe that's why. Okay. So it's like, did you ever see the movie? It was the third installment of Pirates of the Caribbean where Jack realizes on the ship when they're coming out of Davy Jones's locker that the boat has to turn upside down to right itself. Okay, my grandmother used to say it's ass backwards. You may feel like this month things are ass backwards for you. You may feel, because I'm telling you, when I said they're down, they're up, I looked left and then I looked right. And then when I said, they're left or right, I looked up and then I looked down. So you see what I'm saying? Things could be like that this month. But whatever it is, you're going to have options. You're going to be able to juggle and manage these options regardless of what they are. Now, you may feel like either things aren't taking off as fast as what you would like for them to, because keep in mind, you don't want them to, because we've got Mercury going retrograde like third week of this month. You don't want to be signing anything contractual, making agreements, or anything like that during the Mercury retrograde. Because during the Mercury retrograde, it's like Captain Jack Sparrow being on the Pearl in Davy Jones's locker where everything is upside down and ass backwards. Okay? So, you have a huge ending this month. Like, it almost seems like, I don't know what happened in the past, 3 months or so, but you received a lot of heartache in the past. That created a Ten of Swords moment for you, which you felt like you were stabbed in the back. And this isn't just from one person or one thing. This is from several. you may have felt like, the load of the world crashed down on you, and it was painful, it's ended, but this month, it's over. Like this month, this is going to come to a completion, and you will be able to, pull these swords out your back, lick your wounds, so to speak, and heal from it. So there's some heartache, heartbreak. There's that type of energy that's lingering from the past into the first week of April for you. Now, in the middle of the month, the middle of April, it's like you've got a renewed sense of passion here. Look at how these two are looking at each other, the seahorse, and then they both, and look, there's the seahorse there, and they both have that Ace of Wands in their hand. So this Ace of Wands is asking for growth from you. There's a lot of growth here, okay? There's a new beginning, and it's up for you to take the bull by the horn and go after it and achieve it. So the middle of the month, you may not feel all that great the beginning of April, but by the middle, and it could be too that this Mercury retrograde helps to create this for you, where you feel like it will pull some of that heartache and pain off of you. Those swords, it will help pull them out, because Mercury is an air sign. And it's like it pulls that away to where your passions take center front and center this month. But this is like the middle of the month. I don't know if you're, and she's in the ocean. She's at the bottom of the ocean. So I don't know if you're taking a vacation or going to the beach for something. But if you are, then know that that beach trip is going to be very significant and prominent for you. It's going to do something to you, for you. So it's like you have this new inspired energy, passion, and you're like ready to go. You're inspired. You're ready to go. And this is going to bring about this new growth within yourself. It could be during this time period that you're looking at your options, where you want to go and what you want to do. And then, of course, by the end of the month, we have the Knight of Swords, which this card says drama. Now, this guy is looking at these Two of Pentacles. If you are dealing with someone and you broke up with them, or maybe they broke up with you, they could be at the end of April coming back, either to give you one more last word, because it is a sword. They're coming back to say something, and it is dramatic, whatever it is, okay? He's got the sword. He's ready to go. So, and he's looking at this right here. So, if you were dealing with someone that could have had, more than one option, more than you as an option, I would say that they're coming back to, say something to you, but I'm not sure if they have chosen just yet. Okay. So, we have the Knight of Wands. You are on the defense. You feel like you might can do this one more time. That's all you feel like you can do. I can do this one more time, and that's it. Okay? You've got your guard up. You are wounded from whatever the hell this was that happened. You have the stamina and the courage. You're standing your guard, and you can persevere. Okay? So you have the energy and the ability to stand up against whatever this is that's coming at you at the end of this month. I do believe that it is a person, and I would say that it's a guy, and it looks like it's at the end of the month. Like, they could have broken your heart the first of the month, but you know how Mercury retrograde works? It will bring, assholes from the past back. So I would say here he comes in, and he probably gives you some bullshit story. I would not say fall for it, because Mercury retrograde pulls our emotions from the inside out. They will, flip shit upside down. Things will be asked backwards. Where this guy could have been like, I don't like you. I don't even want to be with you no more. And they leave. And then here you go through all that heartache for them to come back in a few weeks and be like, you know what? I was wrong. I'm sorry. But as soon as Mercury retrograde goes over in May, then it's like they revert right back to how they feel when they told you that they didn't like you anymore. And it's like all over again. So whatever you do, don't fall for anything during Mercury retrograde. Okay, if they're going to sit here and tell you during Mercury retrograde how that they feel all lovey-dovey, give it time and wait. See how they feel the middle of May to the end of May. Okay, then talk to them about how they feel. So in your environment, we have Eight of Wands. This card says travel, but you could be doing a lot of traveling this month, but there's quick action, receiving good news, taking care of business. So you are doing things this month. You are active. You have the Ten of Pentacles in your hopes and fears sector. You're hoping things work out for you, that you're lucky, that things are going to be, like especially if you are trying to accomplish goals, you're hoping that you're able to get these goals accomplished and that luck falls in your favor. Now, at the end of the month, we have this Page of Wands, creativity. So this is messages of good news coming, like things that really make you feel like this Queen of Wands energy. So, you know, you've got good news, outgoing, childlike cheerfulness, creative confidence. You've got, you know, invitations coming in, invitations going out. At the bottom of the deck, we've got this Four of Swords energy with recovery. So there is definitely recovery for you in the month of April. You've got Ace of Pentacles, King of Swords, Seven of Cups. So it could be King of Swords, and here's this Knight of Swords. So you've had some type of new beginning in the past, which brought in a promise of prosperity or money gained. There is this, it's around this Four of Swords energy, this recovery, this, you know, getting into a fight, needing to rest, needing to recover. So whatever, you know, you could have had a new start or a new beginning with this guy for him to then turn cold on you. And it could be that, you know, he was like, because we've got this Seven of Cups here, that's having a multitude of options, but being confused about which one you want. So, I mean, he could have had a lot of options. He just didn't know which one he wanted. There's something here around that. So, I'm going to go ahead and start clarifying. If I can get this thing here to move. And let's see what we come up with. What is this Two of Pentacles here? What's this Two of Pentacles have to do with? Okay, there's this courtship. So, you know, this guy, it looks like, you know, there's something up in the air, okay? It's back and forth. It's up and down. It's left or it's right, okay? This masculine here has been telling you, he could have came to your house and sat down with you and said, you know, I want our relationship to, you know, reach highs and to be the best one we could have had, okay? I want it to be the best. But I can't commit to you or promise you marriage or a commitment until for 3 or 6 months down the road or something like that. And I don't know what that's for. But anyways, what does this ending here have to do with? What is this ending? You know, this is the moment when I would say you enter at your own risk, because this is where it can get trippy. Something happened around your home. Okay, so I don't know if you were having a conversation with him at your house, and that's when shit went south. But yeah, I would say this person made a change in their living environment about a year ago. I don't know if they moved or what. If they moved in with you, could be something like that, where they wanted to sit down with you and have this conversation. They could have made some promises to you about, especially like monetary promises, where they promise, oh yeah, there's a jackpot. They could have made a promise to you that they were going to give you some money or some way, shape, or form, or start contributing to your household income, and it's almost like it didn't happen or it didn't work out. What does this Three of Swords here have to do with? Yeah, so this guy either chose someone else or chose something else, something that broke your heart. this guy has been up in his head about this, upset about it. I would say he's offered you gifts of some sort, tried to tempt you, lure you in, and then it's like, I don't know if he gave you something and then regretted it, or he gave you something and then he had to like actually take off and leave and go somewhere. What is this Queen of Wands here? Yeah, so he's in despair about something. You know, he could have done whatever this was that he's in despair over. You're out here, it looks like you're out here living your best life while he's all up in his head. He may feel like, you know, you've kind of walked away from him and all he has left now is like his community of family and friends. He, I think, felt very prosperous and fortunate whenever he had you in his life. He does have marriage on his brain, but it's like, you know, there's something here holding him back from that. And it may be that it's going to take, you know, a year or so before he's able to commit to you fully. And I don't know what's keeping him from doing that. But anyways, what is this Knight of Swords here? So the family card just fell out again. I don't know if he's going to be trying to come over to your house and meet you like in this living room or this room that's got significance so he can tell you all this stuff. Or there's going to be a lot of gossiping and drama around, you know, his community of family and friends or something like that. You know, something's going to happen here. You have some type of expectation of him, like returning, I would say. He may have had to go leave and take care of something. And that could have affected, like, your childhood issues. Like, if you have daddy issues or mama issues, that could have, him leaving could have really brought that out in you or brought that to the surface. Especially if you feel like you'd healed from that and then, you know, that happened and it's like, oh shit, now I'm having to deal with that again. But I do feel like he will be coming back in trying to either woo you over or offer you gifts of some sort to keep you. What is this? What can you tell me about this Nine of Wands? Yep, there's that courtship card again. So he could be coming in offering you, like taking, you know, he's coming to see you. He's going to tell you he's coming to see you. He wants to talk to you. You're defensive, but it's like he's going to be coming in trying to give you a gift to woo you over. There's something that he is stuck to or can't release himself from in the past. And that's the thing, whatever that is, it could be another woman. Like if he isn't quite yet divorced yet, that one right there is really got him. He's like, he's having to give too much time and attention to that situation, and it's taking away from you. What is this Eight of Wands? Yeah, so there's gifts of something coming in, and because he's still in despair, you are the woman he wants, so he says. You know, he's also trying to play his cards right here too by telling you, you know, this is something that's going to take a while before he can fully commit to you because of something that's got him tied to the past. All right, what is this Page of Wands here? What is this Page of Wands? See? There's that marriage card. So it looks like he is going to be trying to come see you. And he could be making promises to come see you. He could be, you know, if this isn't like, it could be that, you know, if he's married and he's not quite out of the marriage yet, it's like, you know, he's still trying to do what he can to keep you, but also he's got to deal with that at the same time. So he could be coming up with creative ways to come see you, promising you that he will, you know, try to come see you like every other weekend and spend time with you. or he's going to be telling you, and keep in mind too that he could definitely be telling you as well that he's sick, or he's got the flu, or caught, COVID or something, and he can't leave to come see you. So it's like, the end of the month, something might not work out where he can actually come see you. So just keep that in mind, okay? Just keep that in mind. So let me go ahead and answer this question for you. And then all right, so Aquarius, go ahead and think of your question that you have. All right, Angel Answers. I'm looking for a 1-card message. What messages do you have for Aquarius at this time? Alright, so we have Ask Your Angels. Okay, so there's something here around romance. You do need to reconsider it, though it is unlikely. You also have a no here with an exclamation mark. There are big happy changes ahead, but there's also, too, something better. So we've got no, it's up to you, and trust. So maybe you just need to trust the timing right now, that it's not actually going to go down right now. That's not saying that it might not happen, later down the road. So this situation is calling you to trust. So you may need to, talk to your angels or your spirit guides, whatever, and helping to give you patience and solace if you're going to be having to sit here and wait. Okay? Because, that could be something that you aren't really too comfortable doing. So, completely up to you, Aquarius. But if this reading resonated, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Check out my Facebook page. And if this is where I'll leave you, then I'll see you again here next time. Take care. Namaste.